Right now, I want to bring in Jan Kniffen, the CEO of Rogers Kniffen WWE. Jan, let me just ask you, there are so many questions about the consumer this time around, so many concerns about inflationary figures that are still starting to cut, especially when you're at the grocery store. But you think overall it's going to be a decent holiday season. Why is that?
I think the consumer is hanging in there better than we ever would have thought, given the high interest rates, given all that we've done to stop them, given the inflation. And I think they're hanging in there for a couple of reasons. But the main reason is the jobs report you see every time. We're not having high unemployment. We've got low jobs claims. We've got low continuing claims. And we've got rising wages. And when we've got that, the consumer spends. This year, even more so, because now they're really irritated that they've been told you have to stay home, you can't go anywhere, you're going to die. And finally, we got to the point we're out there trying to buy stuff, and we've just said we're going to buy it whether you like it or not. And until we stop them by not giving them higher wages or jobs, they're going to keep spending. So I think Deloitte's pretty optimistic here, and they've been optimistic for the whole season, and they're the most optimistic forecaster out there. But I like what they're saying better than I like people that are saying this is going to be a disaster. Remember something else. We don't have to have a big Black Friday this year. We've got 31 shopping days between now and Christmas. That's almost as long as you can ever have. Next year, we're only going to have 26 between Thanksgiving and Christmas. We'll really be worried about what happens on the Black Friday weekend. But I still think we're going to have a good Black Friday weekend because the customers coming out now for events. They spent like crazy for Halloween. I think they're going to be really stronger on Black Friday than people think. But it will not be the biggest shopping day of the year. It'll be the biggest foot traffic day of the year. But the biggest shopping day will still be the Saturday in front of Christmas, just like it was last year.
All right, let's walk through the idea of discounts. We have seen some more discounts this year than we've gotten used to because during the pandemic, when there was a good shortage and nobody was spending on experiences or anything else, the retailers couldn't get enough inventory for us to sell. They've been much better about managing inventory, but we are seeing more sales than we've seen the last few years. What does that mean for profitability at these companies?
Depends on your definition of the last few years. We're seeing promotions about like they were in 2019 when things were the last time normal. They haven't been normal since then. So yes, we're seeing promotions, but we're really well controlled on inventory. You saw all those reports from the third quarter. What did you see? Weak top lines, strong bottom lines. Why is that? Because there is no more inflation in goods. And it's hard to push that through to the consumer now that there's no inflation out there in the actual underlying product. So what's happening is we're not seeing strong top lines, but we're seeing good bottom lines because gross margins, helped by the shipping costs and all the things that were out of control, are coming in really, really good. I think that's what we'll see again this quarter. We won't see really strong top line, but we will see good bottom line because I don't think we're going to see crazy promotions. We just don't have enough inventory out there to make that happen.
Jan, what about the credit story? We've seen some, I don't know quite how to put it in a context, but some rise in delinquency rates, and some people have been calling those numbers kind of apocalyptic. To me, they look like they're getting back to prior delinquency rates. Banks are tighter with giving out credit cards. People are more reluctant to take them. How does the credit story affect the potential spending story?
That's my biggest concern, because once they can't get the ability to spend, then of course they won't spend. Or once they're terrified that they can't pay it back, they won't spend. We're not there yet, but when it cracks, that's where it will crack. But I don't think that's going to happen for holiday, because for holiday, people will take on debt they can't afford as much as they could in other times. They'll do it when they wouldn't do it other times of the year. And I think they're in the mood of spending for this holiday season. I mean, every airline seat is full. Every cruise ship is booked. Everything out there that anybody wants to do, they've just said, I'm going to go do it. We may see that catch up with us in 2024 if they can't carry the debt load. But so far, they're not so indebted that they can't pay it back. At least they don't think they are. And I think that's true as long as they continue to have the kind of jobs that they've had. The question is, will we see jobs crack? If that happens and they're indebted, they'll be terrified and they'll quit spending.
So for now, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. Jan, why don't you run us through some winners and losers? Who you think is at the best, maybe three names, and three potential places where you might miss out?
I think you're going to be surprised at what a good season Dick's has, because we don't really expect sporting goods right now to be that good. They were really good during the pandemic. They'd slowed down some. But on the other hand, they're really well prepared for outdoor gear, and the customer really is a favor of outdoor gear at the moment. So I think they'll do well. I think you'll see apparel do better than what you're hearing other people talk about, because I think we're seeing a little bit of a drift back into goods. And when that happens, and as Andrew was saying a while ago, I think you're going to see some good news in Western wear. So do I think Boot Barn's going to do well? I do. Do I think Tractor Supply is going to do well? I do. And you haven't heard that on your show recently. But I also think you're going to see some strength that's surprising at Macy's and Kohl's. That doesn't mean they're going to win the game against all of the retail, but versus what people are expecting, they're doing a much better job, both in controlling their business and with their inventories. And the consumer is drifting back a little bit, especially into cosmetics. They're really strong there, and in treatments. And I think you're going to see a little better interest in apparel than the world is telling you.